lost it completely. Cut it. All right, I'm back.
Take 4.
Hello there and welcome to this video in which we will be discussing 3 video trends to get and stay ahead in 2020. As we all know, in 2020 there are a variety of mediums and channels to be used, whether it's the entirety of social media or the vast complex internet system and advertisements across it, or real physical advertising. So between all of that, there are a lot of different trends and ideas to be working through. At the time of this video, the coronavirus has spread worldwide and caused a global economic crisis in which almost every industry across the board has been affected, and myself included. And it's now more important than ever to utilize a digital media strategy and to utilize a digital platform in the correct way to grow your audience. Okay, so let's begin. The very first trend of 2020 that will continue is virtual reality, augmented reality, 3D, VR walkthroughs. Anything along those lines. The internet is turning more and more interactive digital, whether it is walking through with a specific product online, whether it is creating a 3D model for a product online, whether it is filming a 3D model or creating something that people can interact with. That is going to be the future. One of the most important things you can do is create a virtual experience for your brand. So for example, if you are a shoe company, you can create a 3D shoe model, or you could shoot a video in 3D or in a way that creates a 3D model space or video in order to showcase these products. People want to see it and they almost want to hold it like it's in their hands, even though it's just a screen. So creating a virtual walkthrough, for example, real estate utilizes this quite a bit. 3D walkthroughs, virtual home tours, and the like, as well as currently with the coronavirus, the streaming industry has continued to blow up and innovate more as musicians are having their touring incomes halted and they're having to look towards virtual concerts, virtual experiences, virtually connecting with their fans, and also driving them towards purchases, whether that may be merchandise, tickets to these online concerts, or other avenues that have yet to be even discovered. So all that being said, a 3D virtual experience of some format is going to put you ahead. The second is creating value in any format. And what I mean by this is YouTube has now surpassed all of the other platforms as the #1 search engine, how-to engine, tutorial engine, and just generally keeping people engaged. And so to be able to teach in 2020 is very important. Whether it is you're a mechanic and you want to teach people how to perform their own oil change, perform their own brake replacement, people will always be looking for help, and people will always be looking for a new way to do things or a new way to be taught as visual learning becomes even more prominent. So when I mean teaching, you can utilize anything from LinkedIn to Instagram to YouTube, and I recommend staying with it for 3 to 6 months. This will create an audience for yourself. You'll be able to make adjustments along the way in order to tweak and improve, and will give you some sort of consistency to hold on to and a commitment that is not too long but not too short. So make sure you give yourself 3 to 6 months span of trying to teach, giving back, tutorials, how-tos, tips, advice, anything that you can on any platform that you would like is definitely going to put you in a position of being a thought leader, and that's going to get you business a lot faster than someone that's going to just be trying to get new people in off of advertisements, off of just a cold video that they've seen in a certain place. This is much more personal. So I encourage you to think to yourself, what sort of skills do you already have that you're able to teach back on? It's not about what you're learning, it's about what you're able to teach back. And it's about leaving legacy, leaving your blueprint, and leaving something for others, as well as maybe your family, your kin, and other people that are important to you in case something were to happen to you. So these are great ways to leave your legacy and the blueprint of your life and what you would like to teach and leave behind. And most importantly is to remain genuine, authentic to yourself as well as your audience. In 2020, it has never been easier to sniff out BS, and people are tired of the front that looks like pure glamour, like no work, all money, zero effort, all return. That time period has passed, and it is now looked upon brands to be authentic, be real, just be who you are. If you're loose and goofy, just portray that. If you're a little more uptight and organized and straightforward, just portray that. But there's no reason to hide it. There's no reason to try to be one way or the other. The best way to sell is just to be yourself and to create a brand around yourself. You won't be trying hard if you're creating something that you normally do on a day-to-day basis, but it's going to be a headache for yourself and for others if you're trying to create content or trying to create things that other people just know isn't real, or from the jump you sort of know it isn't real. And that's not something that will get you ahead in this game, especially in 2020. Now that we spoke upon hype being gone, real being in, we need to focus on our third topic, which is the recyclability of content. One 10-minute video can be reduced back down into 10 or 20 different pieces of content. So it's about efficiency and creating a good content funnel for yourself. And so what do I mean by all this? Let's break it down. So if there's one 10-minute video that has to do explaining an oil change, for instance, the first minute or two might be explaining the channel, explaining what you do, and the introduction. The next couple minutes might be the actual oil change, including text tutorial and anything that's necessary to portray the point across. And the last couple minutes will be wrapping up a conclusion and teaching back what was just shown. And all of that can be broken down. The intro can be looked upon as a 15 to 30 second piece that you can put on LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, in order to advertise that this video has just dropped. That might be 3 to 5 pieces of content. Another way to bring out video from a long one is to break it out into a 1 to 2 minute recap instead of a 9-10 minute recap, or whatever, maybe longer depending on your content. It's important to break that down into 1 to 2 minutes because most people are not willing to wait around to just take the time to consume that. So 1 to 2 minutes will get your point across much quicker. You can take screenshots of the video. So there might be 5 steps in total for the oil change. Each one of those can be screenshotted and put into a slideshow on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, to teach back to people, hey, here's a quick DIY on how to do your oil change. And finally, get creative. Anything can come from those videos. If you want to make a 15-second B-roll based advertisement, if you want to make a quick 30-second one-take audio that is an advertisement, if you want to show people more of a behind-the-scenes look, if you want to show people more of a real inside look, all of these things are possible. And in this day and age, you can recycle this content in any which way you feel, and there's a multitude of ways to do it on a multitude of channels, so I'll leave that up to you, but get creative. All right, so that is going to be it. Number 1, 3D virtual experience. The whole idea of AR, VR, 3D modeling, walkthrough, all of that is the future. Number 2, giving and teaching back anything, any one of your skills to any audience that will listen, that will create an authentic brand that you can push forward for years to come. And 3 is to create and move forward with recycling your content, turning one piece into 10, 20, 30 pieces of content in order to utilize and be efficient in 2020, where people are consuming more than ever, their time span is shorter than ever, and they're looking for the answer quick as possible. So provide those 3 things, use those 3 trends to stick ahead of the game in 2020. And as always, if you're a business owner and you're looking to grow into a new market, expand into new places, or generally grow your business, I would love to be in contact with you.